Are you a why person? T.D. Jakes says women are givers of life. That statement can be taken literally, but I'd like to think we are givers of life in more ways than just the physical sense. I have a friend who constantly questions her feelings. In the beginning, she did that because she was unsure of them. She knew very little about healthy emotions. For instance, when she felt angry, she usually reacted in one of two ways. The first was to retaliate. The second usually was an outburst of tears. It took a long time for her to realize that anger was a healthy emotion, telling her that something was wrong and needed her attention. Now when she feels anger, she assesses it, then makes a decision as to what action she needs to take. She controls it. It no longer controls her. But that took a lot of soul-searching and questioning on her part as to why these things were taking place in her life. Countless times she would pray and ask God, why do I act like this? Without the question why, she would have never gotten her answer, which simply was, you are not acting like this, you are reacting to this. Once she realized what she was doing, she could make the choice to stop. Some people are feeling orientated. Feelings are neither right or wrong, they just are. It takes courage to share them, because most times they're personal, private, and sometimes excruciatingly painful. This woman's story began with the same question that we've all asked ourselves at one time or another. It started with, why do I feel the way I do? She had some unexplainable feelings, but worthless comes to mind. This is her story. I have 2 small children, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband is doing the best he can, so I don't mean to complain. I don't even know how I'm feeling, really. He'd give me whatever I want. I just have to ask for it, that's all. He gets out every once in a while and tells me I'm free to do the same. But there's always so much red tape whenever I try to take advantage of that statement. Red tape, I questioned. It's my timing, I guess. I never seem to be able to plan anything I want to do. Whenever I try, he's either got a game or the budget is too strained, so my night out is postponed one more time. I feel like I have security but no identity. Is it any wonder, I thought to myself? She continued. I mentioned about going back to work. I always worked and had my own money before we had children. It was our decision for me to stay at home and look after our family. And if I go back to work now, I'd only be working to pay the babysitter. Is that what you want to do? I asked. No, she said. I enjoy my children. I love being with them. I just want a break once in a while, and I don't want to have to be a nag to get it. Then came my astounding reply, given by most counselors, which I am not. Well, how do you plan to get what you want? I inquired. I don't know, she said. It really bothers me, though, to have to ask him for money. I can't figure out why it does. It just does. Any suggestions? She asked. If you enjoy caring for your children, who better than you should be doing it? So working full-time is out. It's not one of your preferable choices, right? Right, she said. Most healthy men don't refer to themselves as babysitters when they give their wives a night off. They see it as parenting, not sitting. Babysitters provide a service for you, while parenting is taking responsibility for what's yours. So let's deal with the real problem, and I want you to name it. I said, okay. It's all about the money. She finally expressed it. You need to be added to the family budget, so you'll have a little cash for yourself each week so that you don't have to ask to buy a bra or have lunch with a friend. Have you ever communicated that to him? I asked. He says there's no time to plan a new budget. He's told me how to take care of that situation. He insists all I have to do is ask him, and he'll take care of it. Her voice was frustrated. Listen, the next time he says that, tell him, you take care of children, and you don't need to be taken care of. If he cared for you, he'd consider how this is affecting you. When a man is insecure, it makes him feel good to have his wife come to him and ask him for money, but it costs him a lot more in the long run, because in doing so, he robs her of her dignity and reduces her status to that of a pauper. She'll loathe him for it in the end. I had hit the nail right on the head. I watched the tears roll down her cheeks, off her face onto her pretty blouse. But I'll never forget the smile she gave me as we hugged that day. We'll be doing a new budget in the future, she said, or I'll be getting a new job and he'll be doing a lot more parenting. And now I know why it has to be that way. Never be afraid to ask why. This is Lynda Lewis, reminding you that there are two kinds of people in the world. There are how-to people and why people. The how-to people are nice people, and they will always have a job, because they know how to do this and they know how to do that. But the why people will always be their boss, because they know why it has to be done this way and why it has to be done like that. So if you're a why person, rejoice. God's got great plans for you.